Today I want to look at Modern Warfare and its gameplay and also other areas of this game, because Modern Warfare right now for me is kind of a game that I really want to be playing and enjoying, but at the same time it's a game that I only play maybe an hour of and then don't touch it for the rest of the day, and there's some days I don't even go playing it at all, which may sound like a lot for some people, playing a game an hour a day, of course for casual players, but you have to remember I play a lot of video games. So, only an hour, it's a very short amount of time for me personally. It's kind of the least amount of time I've spent playing a Call of Duty game in a very long time. In fact, ever since Call of Duty Ghosts, I'm not even joking. And I kind of want to explain why that's the case, why I'm not playing it, even though I want to play it and I really want to enjoy it. And it's really a weird relationship I have with Modern Warfare, because let me first explain why I want to enjoy Modern Warfare so bad and just want to be playing it constantly. And it really has to do with a lot of things that this game has just done right, things that we have asked for so long that we are just finally getting. And I think it first all starts with that Call of Duty finally got a new engine. Finally, how long have we been asking for Call of Duty to update its engine to kind of reach the modern standards of graphics? How long have we been waiting for that? It's been forever, and we finally got it with this game. And honestly, it doesn't stop there. If Modern Warfare only did that, that would be great, but they did way more than that. They also got rid of any sort of season pass and paid DLC. All the updates are going to be free for everybody that owns the game, which is absolutely great. And what I really like about that change is that that's not a change that we had to ask for years. This is something that we barely started asking for in Black Ops 4, and then 1 year later it changed with Modern Warfare, which is absolutely amazing. And there's other changes that are absolutely great. Cross-platform play for Call of Duty is just a godsend, and I don't understand why this was ever not a thing. It just doesn't make sense to me that we were restricted by who we could play with by the console we played on. It just was something that was so dumb, and I'm just glad that we finally just don't have to deal with that anymore, and now we have cross-platform play. And there's also probably a lot of people's favorite change that they had made to this year's Call of Duty, and of course that was that they're getting rid of loot boxes entirely, and they're going to have a non-pay-to-win microtransaction system. Now, I know, of course, at this point in the game's lifespan, we don't know if that's true or not. We're going to have to wait to see how the updates change the game, but currently, right now, it seems like that's what's going to be the case. And all of those things are things I want to get behind. I want to support these things in this game. I just want more video games to do things like this. And if Modern Warfare is successful in doing these things, I think this would spread to more parts of games and spread to the future of Call of Duty. And that's why I so hard want to support this game. But the thing is that I'm not playing Modern Warfare a lot. I'm just not playing it. And I'm only playing it just an hour a day, which is barely anything for me personally, because as great as this game is and all of the great changes they have made, I'm just not having that much fun, and I just really hate that fact about it, because I want to have fun in this game so bad, because like I've said, they're doing so many things right, but then I'm over here trying to enjoy myself and I just don't. And don't get me wrong, I've had fun in this game, and I'm not saying that you're wrong for having fun or most people are not having fun or anything like that. I'm only talking about from my own personal experience, because it's just how I've experienced it, and that's only the perspective I'm talking about here, so please understand that. But if I digress a little bit, I really want to support this game because all of the great changes that I mentioned earlier that they have done, I really want to do that, but I just can't find myself to keep playing this game, because personally, I just don't find the current gameplay in this game to be fun, and that's something that I feel like was kind of something that is overlooked in gaming as a whole, because a lot of people see all these major changes that I just talked about that they're absolutely great. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but honestly, the most important part of a game is that it's fun. The gameplay has to be fun. It doesn't matter if it is the cheapest, the best deal, the best whatever it may be. If the gameplay is not fun, then it's not going to be successful. And again, I'm not saying it's not completely fun. I've had fun in the game, but for long periods of time, I'm just not having fun in Modern Warfare, which is honestly the last thing I wanted to do with this game, because like I said, I want to support all of the positive changes they have made to this game. And if this game game is not successful, they're just going to go back on everything they've said they're going to do and just kind of go back to how they did things in the past. And I don't think anybody wants that. And that's why I really still want to play this game, but I'm just kind of torn with this game. And it's a feeling I've never had with the game, because I never really just wanted to support a thing a game was doing until now, because just how many good things they are doing. And I don't know if anybody else is feeling the same way about this game besides me, but that's honestly how I feel about it. But I mean, when you look at the game and what it has to offer, I mean, I can't help but feel disappointed gameplay wise. Like, we look at campaign, and I know a lot of people like campaign, and I can make a video explaining why I don't like campaign. And I'm not saying campaign has nothing good to offer, but for the most part, I didn't like campaign. And if you watch my playthrough campaign, and especially watch the end of it, you would know that I just wasn't the biggest fan, story wise especially. And then, you know, just a lot of things I didn't like about it. And then there's Spec Ops, that is, I don't even understand how that is even considered a part of this game. Like, how poorly done that mode is. It actually is ridiculous how poorly done it is. I actually can't get over how bad Spec Ops is. I think it's safe to say that it is the worst co-op mode that Call of Duty has ever put into its game, and I don't think many people disagree with me when I say that. And then there's multiplayer, and I want to enjoy multiplayer so much, but there's just something holding this game back for me. And every single time I just try to have fun with multiplayer, I just kind of stop having fun after a while, and I just don't know what it is. And I mean, yeah, of course there's the new mode, Ground War, and you know, Ground War's fine, but I could have fun with it here and there. But again, there's a reason why I'm a Call of Duty player, not a Battlefield player, so I'll leave that at that. And then there's of course Gunfight, which is great, and there's just like good things about this game. Like, the gunplay is absolutely amazing, but when you play normal multiplayer 6v6 or 10v10, those things just don't work for me. It's just not how I enjoy Call of Duty, and I think that a lot of people are with me on that. But again, it's not so bad that I'm going to not play it. I'm just kind of sitting here playing it every now and then, just waiting for a big change to this game, and I hope it happens, and I hope I could continue to support this game and all the positive changes that they're having. But really, that's all I have to say with this video. It's pretty much the message I'm trying to send here, is that I want to support Modern Warfare for all of the great things that it's doing, but I can't do that if the gameplay is just not fun for me. And I really hope that game developers don't forget that the most important part of a game is just how fun it is. And it's something that I feel like not only developers are missing, but people in the gaming community as a whole. They don't realize how important fun gameplay is. I mean, they all know it in their head that that is the most important part, but they don't just realize it and say it out loud. At least that's how I currently feel about it, because when I see people talking about video games, especially in reviews, I don't really see a part of the videos that they're making or their blog posts, Reddit posts, whatever it may be. I don't ever see people just saying, is the game fun? They don't say that. They say, is the game fair? Is the game balanced? And all these different things that we know all play second fiddle to the game being fun. But regardless, that's all I had to say. Not really sure what this video really is in the end. It's just kind of thoughts I've had about Modern Warfare and gaming as a whole that I wanted to share with you guys. But regardless, if you guys did enjoy the video, I would greatly appreciate if you guys do go ahead and like the video, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever it may be, and the latest, guys.